Hello and welcome to the show. On the program tonight, Rocking the Fight. The Vermilion Rock and the Dewberry Mustangs hit the ice for a charity hockey game. And the Lloydminster SPCA puts on their annual dinner theater. They take the chair to talk fundraisers, pet adoption, and volunteering. But first, the MS Society has had a bumpy year. The highs and lows and where they stand today is right now on Around the Region. These girls were both diagnosed with cancer at age 4. Their journey and how Vermilion is working for their cause is coming up on Around the Region. Welcome to the show. Here with me in studio now is the one and only Johanna Green, coming in for the last time, actually. Thank you so much for coming in, Johanna.
Thanks for having me, Whitney.
It's been a very topsy-turvy year for MS sufferers all across Canada, especially in our region, being its part in Saskatchewan, and the MS clinical trials are partly being funded. That being said, the first liberation treatment sort of backlash, very public backlash in Ontario, the man out of St. Catharines, Mostic, I believe his name was, just died after getting the liberation treatment. What's the feeling in the MS Society right now?
Of course, tragic news for that gentleman and his family, and one can't help but sort of take a step back and say, what are the real risks associated with having this procedure done right now during this difficult time and a time of uncertainty where the research is not yet there to entirely prove the correlation. And I think that was an instance where it really highlighted some of the risks that are inherent to traveling outside of this country to have the procedure done. And of course then an unwillingness of the Canadian healthcare system to address his issues and deal with him because his treatment was done out of the country originally.
Now, the MS Society has said that this is sort of medical tourism is what's going on right now, right? I mean, they're shopping around different countries and getting all these other procedures done. Do you think that the Canadian government should be responsible for providing follow-up treatment for that?
The MS Society believes that people who leave the country to have the treatment done should still have access here in Canada to follow-up care. Right. With that said, I think this serves as a very hard lesson that people need to really investigate the options and what the follow-up care process is before they go abroad and have the procedure done. It's not just about getting the procedure itself, but knowing what is going to be done post-procedure in the event that there should be follow-up care needed.
Now, you have a lot of people traveling just in your society and in this region, really going everywhere to get this procedure done. Do you think, in light of this recent death, this is going to slow them down?
You know, I think it will certainly give pause for thought. It can't not, I think. The procedure in a lot of the media coverage has been touted as a very simple one, and I think that perhaps the focus on some of the risks hasn't been there as much as maybe it should be. And so I think for some of our people that maybe have been on the edge of contemplating doing this, they're saying maybe we'll wait. The MS Society is funding research studies right now, trying to see what that correlation is. And of course, there are clinical trials that will hopefully be getting underway in the spring of next year, and so that will certainly give us more answers.
So you have people kind of, you know, going out and coming back, and like you said, the media coverage here is very much pro. And last time you were here, you were talking about how there was a lot of people who didn't see any effects, but were maybe shunned in online chat rooms and in their social circles. Why do you think that is?
I think that it all feeds out of the sense of hope that this whole procedure has created in the MS community. People with MS have for years felt as though there's very little hope in terms of a cure. Sure, there are treatments, they're expensive, but there are side effects. And so this speaks to possibly not a cure, but something that could really improve quality of life. And so I think people really latched onto that and wanted to believe. And I think there's still reason to believe, but there needs to be a sense of caution that we need the research. And so I think that with this procedure, what we've seen has been a broad cross-section of different effects. Some people have had tremendous effects from having the treatment done. Others have had nothing, and we've heard reports of some people even becoming worse when they've come back. So more questions than answers right now, for sure.
We're going to talk about more research for MS clinical trials just after this break.